Hi, Aisha. I'm really sorry to bother you right now. I know I'm messaging you just before your wedding ceremony. You must be super stressed right now, but I really need to talk to you. My seat wasn't in the venue, so I just wanted to contact you to check what's going on. Did the staff forget to set up all the seats in the hall? I'm sorry, could you please check with them if we need more seats, please? Oh my god, I didn't realize you were messaging me. I'm so sorry, Fatima. Actually, there was a mistake, and the seats weren't ready. And it seems like it's going to be impossible to add more seats in the venue now, so can you please just stand at the edge of the hall? Oh, really? Is there really nothing you can do about this? But it's super difficult to stand still for such a long time during a ceremony like this, though. Well, if you don't want to do that, then maybe you should just go home? It's absolutely impossible to add more seats now, so the only way you can watch is to stand or leave. Wait, what? Are you being serious right now? You're not going to find me somewhere to sit? You're going to make me leave? Well, like I said, there's not a lot I can do now. You understand, right? There's just really not enough space for you. Look, Fatima, I don't really like you at all, and I don't want you here at the wedding. So just read the room a little bit and go home, please. Huh? What the heck did you just say to me? I guess I've been vaguely aware of your hatred towards me for a while now. I'm not too surprised at this. But for kicking me out of my own brother's wedding ceremony? Are you kidding me? What have I ever done to you to make you hate me so much? I understand you don't like me. I just don't get why you do. You seriously want to go into detail of me disliking you? Are you trying to rip into me for reasons why I hate you? You've always been so rude to me and think that you can get away with it. You've always tried to desperately stand out from me, haven't you? It's as clear as day that you're blatantly trying to make yourself look better in front of the family and other people around us. You try to convince them that you're a better cook than me. That kind of thing is nothing but harassment. You try and shove yourself into the spotlight when I'm the one trying to shine in it. That's why I hate you. Whoa, just hold on a minute there, Aisha. What the heck are you talking about? I have never been like that in front of you. I've got no clue what you're saying. Don't say to me that you forgot how you've acted towards me. Don't you remember the dinner we had with my parents at their house the other day? Huh? Oh, yeah, your parents invited us. It's hard to forget the really grand mansion that feels like a house owned by some hotshot executive. We were talking about bringing food and having a house party, but I was a little embarrassed by how out of place my side dish was. You've said that so often already. You proudly accept your appeal just because my parents mentioned your homemade food. Mommy and Daddy just keep on praising your cooking over and over again. They kept saying to me, why don't you get Fatima to teach you how to cook properly? I've never been so angry in my life until that point. You were trying to make me look bad in front of my parents. You're always the star of these house parties, aren't you, Fatima? On that day, we had talked about celebrating my marriage and being together as a family. Why did you all of a sudden become the center of all the excitement? Don't you think that's odd? I'm supposed to be the main character right now. Aisha, you were the main character that day. I was certainly happy that you all enjoyed my cooking, but it was just a compliment, no big deal. Oh, shut up, Fatima. It's not good that you stand out from me, not even for a moment. It's so frustrating to deal with. What? I've not been trying to do that to you, Aisha. I just wanted to celebrate you and my brother today and bond with our families. You've been trying to steal my attention a lot more lately. My mom, dad, and Ali think it's weird. I get it. It's only natural that you can cook so well since your mother taught you well, but you don't need to show off. After all, you're 10 years older than Ali. You're just a pitiful single old hag living alone and has nothing better to do all day. You can't do anything else but cook and show off, but you need to end all this attention-seeking business right now. It's not fair. Oh my god, what? Excuse me? Did you just call me an old hag, Aisha? Is that really necessary? Well, it's true. You're nothing but an old hag who's rotting away in their apartment and will probably own a bunch of cats later on in life since you're still single. I never expected for you and Ali to be 10 years apart in age. It's such a big age gap. When I first heard that from Ollie, I was so disappointed. I never thought that I would have an older sister-in-law who's almost hitting 40. You're so old. It's just weird having you be around us younger people. Okay, well, I used to get quite angry over a lot of things, but I've calmed down a bit about my situation. It did look like I was getting a lot of compliments on my cooking, didn't it? So you don't like that, and you don't like me as a person? For now, I want you to know that you're obviously just jealous of me, and you've made your point about hating me, so how about we calm down now? Excuse me? You don't tell me to calm down. I know when to calm myself down, thank you very much. And there's no way that I'd be jealous of an old hag like you. Even though you're good at cooking, don't you think you get a little carried away with your so-called talent? I don't know about that one, Aisha. Look, I think you really do need to calm down since you've made your feelings quite clear. Okay, anyway, I don't like you, and I want you to go home now, Fatima. The bride's the star of the ceremony. The daughter of the company said so. An old hag like you doesn't have any right to veto my decisions, so leave and don't even think about trying to get into my ceremony. Hey, Fatima, where are you right now? I wanted to say hello to you, but I've looked all over the venue and I can't find you. Surely you've been in the hall for a while now, right? Maybe I just can't see where you're sitting? Oh, Jasmine, hello. I'm so sorry to have you running around the entire venue looking for me. Actually, I'm on my way home right now. You won't find me at the venue because I left the wedding hall. I'm sorry to waste your time. Wait, what? Why did you go home? Are you okay? What's going on? Did something happen? You do know that their wedding is about to start, right? Yes, I know. Unfortunately, some various circumstances have come up, and I had to leave. This hasn't got anything to do with them not having any more seats in the venue, is it? Oh, I knew it. Actually, I was aware that there was no seat for you, even though you're a part of the family. What is going on, Fatima? I thought you weren't here because of work or something like that, so I thought that I would see you at the ceremony later, but to be honest, I thought that something weird was going on. Yeah, is it okay if I talk to you about something? So, there's a reason why I'm not there. Actually, Aisha dropped a bomb on me that she hates me. So it seems like there wasn't a seat ready for me for the ceremony because of her hating me and not wanting me there. Are you kidding me? She actually told you that? What's her problem? Why would she do this to you? You're her fiancé's sister, for goodness sake! Aisha told me that she doesn't like me taking her spotlight all the time and that I stand out more than her. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, I understand that today is really important to them and I don't want to make things worse. So I did the adult thing and went home. I don't want to give my little brother any more trouble because of Aisha, so please, just keep this to yourself. Okay, hold on just a minute there, Fatima. This is crazy. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the party. I don't think anyone else hates you. I guess I didn't think that not everyone would like my cooking. I guess she took advantage to stand out since she didn't like my cooking. That sounds like a lot to deal with. I'm so sorry, Fatima. Maybe she's just angry as you're just wanting to know what's going on. Maybe we're all too aggressive for her. Actually, we've been talking about your cooking a lot of the time at my house. It was so nice to have you make food for us. Oh, really? Does that mean you like my cooking, Jasmine? The food you made for the party was super delicious. My husband and I fell in love with that dish you made, so I asked Aisha to ask you for the recipe. And I wanted to invite you over here so you can teach me how to make all of your tasty dishes. That must have been what bothered my daughter, so she did this. Oh, I see. Well, I guess I understand where she's coming from, but I just don't know what I've done to her. Aisha is my only daughter, and she's just so adorable. But now I feel like I've spoiled her, and she was pampered so much when she was growing up. Maybe that's why she thinks she has the best personality and wants to be in the spotlight all the time. I'm so sorry that I didn't get involved sooner to stop her. Oh, please, don't worry, Jasmine. Don't worry too much about it. I can handle myself. Maybe I did something else to bother her. I don't know about that, Fatima, but For her to kick you out of the venue so you can't see your little brother get married? That's such a terrible thing to do. I'm going to try and convince my daughter to let you come back and watch the wedding. Oh, really? You can do that for me? Is that all right? All I want is to see my brother say I do. Of course, you should be allowed to see your brother get married just like everyone else. I'll go and get your seats sorted immediately, so please make your way back to the wedding venue. I'll see you soon. Excuse me? Who invited you back here? How long do you think you plan on staying here? Didn't I tell you before? There aren't any more seats, so could you please go back home and stay there? Aisha, what are you even talking about? Did Jasmine not tell you what's going on? She told me that she was going to find a seat for me right away. What are you talking about? Since when were you talking to my mommy? What the heck? She didn't tell me anything. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I never thought that you'd go crying to my mom about what I said to you. You've got a lot of nerve doing that. No, that's not what I did. She was the one who messaged me asking where I am. She wanted to make sure that I got to see my little brother today. No, as the bride, I'm the main character today. This is my wedding and I'll do whatever I like. I'm telling you to go home, so you need to leave right now. You know how much I hate you. I don't want you here at all. Are you crazy? Why are you still here? Hurry up and leave. You're ruining everything. How could you talk to me this way? Why should I have to leave? Why do you hate me so much that I'm not allowed to be here? Aha! I know. Maybe you're just trying to find yourself your own husband amongst this crowd, right? That's why you're trying to stay in this hall. You want to find someone to marry. What the heck are you saying? Why would I try and find a husband at your wedding? Oh, I see what's happening now. It makes total sense that you're doing this because you're a single and miserable old hag. You can't afford to miss such a good opportunity to find your soulmate. Did you know that many of my male friends are actually doctors and lawyers? I'll ask if anyone is single to come to today's wedding regardless of their gender. I know you're desperately trying to stand out at my wedding. We both know for a fact that what you said is not the reason why I'm coming to this wedding. There is no way that I'd act out and hunt down potential future husbands at my own brother's wedding. But you're already getting up there in age, and you're so miserable to deal with. You'd probably never admit it, but deep down, we all know how desperate you are to meet someone. That's why no matter how many times I tell you to go home, you're not going to budge. I thought you were just being a stubborn hag, but you're just looking for a man. You're so desperate, it just makes me laugh so much. Aisha, I'm getting really sick of your attitude towards me. Could you please just cut this out? Look, I know you don't like me, but would you stop calling me a miserable old hag? It is so rude. And just because I'm single doesn't mean you can make fun of me for it. A lot of people these days choose to be single for longer. I can't take this anymore. Oh, shut up, Fatima. You're so annoying. Don't talk back to me, you old hag. I'm allowed to call you whatever I like. If you don't want me making fun of you so much, then why don't you just hurry and go home? Then you wouldn't have to talk back to me about being a crappy person. Aisha, please stop being like this towards me. I didn't do anything to you. You really need to stop this. If you've got something to complain about, then you need to hurry up and leave. Stop making excuses to stay. This wedding day's important to me, and I want you to go home. Just having you, an old lady, around makes the atmosphere feel less lively. You're so boring. Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't all the old people at your wedding be told to go home too? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? I only want you to leave because you're miserable. You're annoying and you're so much older than me. You know, I really didn't know that you hated old women so much, Aisha. I guess your mommy will go home then. It's a shame that I won't be able to see my precious daughter's wedding, but that's your wish, so... Wait, what? Are you talking about my mother? Why? Why would she leave the wedding? Just Wait a minute, is that you, Mom? Yes, it's me, your mother. Since I'm an old lady, of course I'll go home. I wonder if all the women older than you should go home now. I'm sure that's your definition of what an old hag is, isn't it, Aisha? Wait, hold on. What's that supposed to mean? I don't dislike old ladies. I just hate Fatima. Why do you even have her phone for? Wow, you really didn't realize what I was doing at all, did you? I tried to call out to you many times in the waiting room. But you were so absorbed with messaging on your phone and didn't notice me at all, so I had no choice but to get a seat for Fatima and call her. Wait, what? It was your idea to get Fatima back here? How could you do that, Mommy? Honestly, why would you do that? You were so focused on messaging that I was getting worried about who you were texting. So I asked her to show me her messages. I never expected that you'd throw so much horrible abuse at Fatima. I can't believe you treat someone like this, Aisha. Wait, what? She showed you her messages? That's an invasion of our private conversation. She's so infuriating. When did she do this? Since when have you been watching us message each other? Why would you spy on me like this? For how long doesn't matter when it comes to how badly you've been treating Fatima, but I've seen all the messages you've been sending to each other. What? This can't be happening right now. Please tell me this is a joke you're playing, Mom. I've got no words to say to you. I didn't bring up my daughter to act like this, but I know how spoiled you've been throughout your life. Where on earth did you learn to talk like that to somebody? It's disgusting behavior. I don't remember you talking like this when you were younger. Mommy, please. You know I would never speak about anyone like this. I've got good reasons to talk about Fatima this way. She took the spotlight away from me. It's not my fault. Fatima is trying to make everyone like her and take them away from me. I should be the one getting all the attention, especially today. I don't want to hear your selfish excuses anymore, Aisha. If you hate old women so much, I'll just go home with Fatima. I'm not an ancient being, but I know I'm nearing retirement age, so I guess I'm an old woman then. If I wasn't like this, I'm sure the wedding would be more lively. What are you talking about? Mommy, stop being like this. You're not that old. And I don't hate you. I just don't like Fatima. Please don't leave. It's not a good sign if the bride's mother decides to go home now. Please, it wouldn't look good. Don't you understand? It's not good to send Fatima home either when she's your fiancé's sister. We're going to be a big family soon. But Fatima's so annoying, Mommy. She's so old, miserable, and she's single. She brings down everyone. Even though she's 10 years older than me, she always tries to outshine me in everything I try to do. What's the point in trying to convince you otherwise, Aisha? There's no point fighting you on this. If you can't let Fatima stay and watch the wedding, then as your mother, I can't condone this. I'm going to leave too. Goodbye, Aisha. Mommy, no! Please wait. Are you seriously leaving? You can't go home right now. We've not even started the ceremony yet. I'm giving up and I'm not talking to the others about this. If you're going to come home with a bunch of people, it'll be such a nuisance for your new husband. It'll be a childish thing to do to involve everyone in this problem. I've got to go and calm down a little. Fatima and I are going home now. But please, you're my mother. You can't leave me. It's my wedding day. Please don't go. I need you. Have a nice ceremony, Aisha. I'll leave the rest of the things to your father. He can deal with you. I'm done with all this nonsense. How could you do this to me, Fatima? It is all your fault that my mommy decided to go home. How could you show her our messages? I even took the trouble to write a letter to my mom. If the person in question isn't present, then all the emotion of the ceremony would be ruined. All the guests were gossiping because they saw that my mom wasn't there. It's all your fault. Well, congratulations on getting through a super irregular wedding. You know, your mother took me out for tea and coffee as an apology. It was actually so nice to share coffee and delicious pastries with her. I can't believe this. Are you kidding me? How could you both do this to me? She didn't attend her own daughter's wedding, but she went and had coffee with you? We had such a wonderful time together, and we just relaxed and talked about so many different things. But halfway through our conversation, I was listening to her complaints, and she said that you always wanted to be the best at everything. I was sighing and thinking about what she said. I almost ran out of things to say to her. How could you? Just shut up, Fatima. I'm supposed to be the one having a nice day with my mom and family. You've ruined it. I was a woman born into a rich family. It's okay for me to be selfish and to do what's best for me. You're so annoying. Wow. Okay, I guess that's a new and I guess refreshing way to look at spoiled brats. It would have worked out according to plan if you had just gone home quietly. Because of you, my mother got involved. And because of her not being at the wedding, it's going to make things so complicated. If anything bad happens, I'm cutting you off. Don't you dare show your face in front of me again. You make me so angry, I just can't take it anymore. You can't just cut me off from my own family, Aisha. You've got no right to do that. My brother shouldn't be affected by this. It's the best thing to do. I hate you so much. You're not allowed to see your brother ever again. I won't let you. If you meet up with him, I'll know.
I can't believe you'd do this to my own family. This makes me sick. You make me want to throw up. What did my sister ever do to you?
Wait, this isn't Fatima. Is that you, Ollie? Oh, my dear, why do you have her phone for?
I seriously don't feel good, and I'm not in any condition to fight with you anymore. How could you act like this? If you want to cut off my sister, then you can cut me off as well. My family sticks together no matter what, and I'm not going to let you ruin it, Aisha. I don't want to hear from you ever again. Don't bother showing your face in my neighborhood either, because I'm just going to ignore you.
But I'm sorry, Ollie. I didn't do this to you. Don't leave me. I want to be with you. I just wanted your sister out of the picture. She ruins everything.
Don't talk crap, Aisha. Look, I'm going to the reception now, and I don't want to talk to you there. Don't even think about eating even a speck of my sister's cooking.
At the reception, Aisha seemed to keep her head down the entire time. Even though she kept to herself, she tried to reach for some of Fatima's food. The whole plate was then confiscated by Ali. After that, in the presence of their parents, Ali had a discussion with Aisha. As a result, Aisha was not allowed to see Fatima or Ali ever again, and the others decided to never contact her either. They told her this is the end of her boasting about being young and that she's not their daughter anymore. Aisha will never be able to eat Fatima's professional dishes ever again. Aisha now goes to cooking classes to get better at her dishes, but it sounds like she's causing chaos at her cooking classes every week. Let's hope she can improve her attitude and her cooking from now on.